Today, the subject, the title that you have given, it came up when I was walking upstairs. What is the subject to be given? So many different topics, so many different ways we have already discussed. And the title that is given, the knowing, is already there long before we start seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, etc. What it means is enlightenment, awakening, immortality, freedom, love, absolute fulfillment. Everything is already there in a way that is as though waiting for us. We don't have to, we as human individuals, do not have to wait for enlightenment, immortality, absolute freedom, love, friendship, harmony, name it, anything you like, divinity. We don't have to wait for anything. Long before you and I, as ordinary human beings, mortals, come out of this universe, I don't want to say born into this creation, come out of this universe, already the whole landscape, the entire arrangement is already made. We are not supposed to create anything finite or infinity. The creation, please think friends, long before a finite is created, it has to be created in infinity. Long before the time begins, timeless must be existing. Long before the space is created, the all-pervasiveness already must be there. What they call as Desha Kala Atita. Desha Kala Aparichinna. That which is not limited by the time, space and objectivity. Something which is existing at all times, all places, in and through every object is already existing. And that universe, infinity, all-pervasiveness, if I use the word and finite, understand, finite begins, infinity doesn't begin. Relative example, ocean is dancing away continuously. Waves begin, waves rise, waves dissipate. And the wave does not feel born. Definitely, while before born, he never can feel it is born, and when being born also the wave cannot feel that it is born. After some time it shall feel as though I am growing, then I am dissipating. That begins for the wave, but the ocean is always ocean. Wave at no time existed, a particular wave did not exist at a particular time. A wave begins, ocean eternal. An object in time and space begins. Think of us, friends. All of us, think of our own selves. Eldest amongst here, maybe 90-year-old. 90 years before, none of these forms were existing in this universe. 90 years after, surely, none of us will be existing, physically. But the universe continues. Even if the planet Earth gets pulverized, destroyed and dissipated, still maybe the whole solar system, will be destroyed, But definitely, universe will continue. Today, with our access into the, oh God, infinite universe, with the latest telescope, which looks into billions and trillions of miles now. Somewhere in this vast universe, how many stars are colliding? Systems are rising and falling away. We don't feel it. Neither when this solar system will be pulverized with a cosmic convulsion, far away distant galaxies will not even know that there was a civilization flourished in a distant planet called Earth, in a faraway solar system. Infinity, totality is always existing. That is why Shastra, Upanishads are Naishargikoyam Loka Vyavahara. Beginningless, eternal is the existence in this universe. It is so sad, like a dwarf raising in hands to catch the moon or the sun. A human being born today, yesterday for few years, how furiously, with what an amount of arrogance is needed to dismiss everything and to take all the credit for everything in life. How sad it is. Everything is already existing. Finality is playing around. Kala kridati ayur gacchati. Time plays, life ebbing out. Timeless, immortal, is ever existing. Right away you can see what is that something which is immortal in me. In this physical body had a beginning, and this body did not know that it was a beginning. The body has no capacity to know. Deho na janati, deho ko malum nahi hota hai. The body didn't know. Did you know that you are being born? That individuality was not there. As I many times I told you, nobody needed your permission to give birth to this body. Think. And once it is born, please think of it. Why are you kept alive? Because even though you could not talk, maybe your body was deaf, your eyes were blind, your systems were collapsing, still they did not bury you. Why? You are conscious. And same principles are last until when you are die, when you are 70, 80, 90-year-old and disabled. Your eyes cannot see, they will not bury you. Your ears cannot hear, they will not bury you. Your stomach cannot digest, they will not bury you. Just because when they touch you, little conscious reaction comes. Sense organs losing is not death. A particular organ collapsing is not death. As long as you are conscious, they will not bury you. And that continues. And friends, long before, as children, we are aware that we are seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, we are already knowing. Are you getting that point, please? In that beginning, there is no king, no commoner, no wise, no fool, no saint, no thief. Everybody is same. Conscious. Knowing is already there. Don't say knowing begins. Knowing begins for you. Are you getting that point, please? The knowing begins for you to say, I am conscious. Before you, trillions of people, animals, human beings, whatever, they are all conscious. The universe enjoys it. Meaning, that is the glory of this universe. Nantam na madhyam na punastavadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. When Arjuna is seeing that universal form of Ishvara, what is he telling? Na nantam na madhyam na punastavadim. O Lord, there is no beginning, no middle, no end, nothing. Kalasmi. And what he said, I am the time. Lokakshaya krut iha pravrittah. Busy devouring the universe. Meaning changes are continuously taking place in the lap of the changeless all-pervasiveness. So this is already happening. Think, friends. So it is not difficult to be aware of yourself. But a child, long before he is aware of himself or is made to be aware of himself, forgetfulness has already started. Seeing is more interesting than being conscious. Being conscious is a very drab, shaded affair. There is nothing exciting about being conscious. But what you are conscious of, that excites you. Just like eyes, what colorful eyes are there. There is nothing colorful about eyes, but what the eyes see, oh, colorful landscape, different shapes and size, the sunrise, sunset, what all sights, friends, think of it. Your ears are nothing exciting about your ears and the shape of it. But the sounds, millions of sound, how exotic. What is exotic about your tongue? But the taste that they provides, that can recognize, and the objects that are tasted are so fantastic. What is exotic about nose? Fat nose, big nose, small nose, no nose, all variety. But what is exciting is not the nose, the smell. The smells of many kinds. Millions of flowers, perfumes, all that stuff. Same thing eyes, same thing skin. What is exciting about the skin? What is exciting about the skin? Sensation, the shape and the size. Think, friends, we forget our senses. Eyes are forgotten, tongue is forgotten, nose is forgotten, body is forgotten, other bodies are more important. Ears are forgotten, sounds are more important, tongue is forgotten, taste is more important. That is why you don't mind taking the drugs and killing yourself. You don't understand. Addicted. People get addicted. How do you get addicted to things, friends? Why do you get addicted? Because that sensation, which is the sensation you like most, that sensation you like most, listen, friends, that sensation you like most, in whose presence your entire memories are wiped out or suspended, wiped out temporarily. You listen to music, so beautiful, everything is forgotten. The money that you have borrowed, your child is sickness, your wife is terrible, your husband is rascal, everything is forgotten. Your poverty, prosperity, everything is forgotten. Wow, what a music, what a sight, what a taste, what a touch, what a smell. So that sensation you shall get addicted to, in whose presence, when that sensation happens, your memories take the back seat, suspended effortlessly. That is why, friends, there are drug addicts, there are alcoholics, sex addict, food addict, sound addict. What is this addiction? People think only drug addicts are drug addicts. As much as the drug addict can go crazy about the drugs and destroy the world around, you can go get addicted to anything, a sound, touch, a taste, smell, even religious addiction. This is the God and no other God. This is the path and no other path. This is the posture and no other posture. Addicted. And when you're taking the drugs, why do people like drugs? But when you take drugs, your entire memory goes away. Alcohol. Same thing, music, touch, taste, smell. Temporarily they completely destroy you. Completely everything is suspended. Then what do you say? You get completely dependent on that. Who is remembering consciousness? The self, the happiness, the absolute. idea doesn't exist. The whole world, Pitva mohamayim pramada madiram unmatta bhutam jagat. Beautiful. Mohamayim madiram pitva. By drinking the delusive liquor, unmatta bhutam jagat, the whole mankind is intoxicated. Animals are intoxicated. Everybody is intoxicated. They will not listen to you. Think, friends. So long before we are even aware that we are aware, long before you are even made aware that there is something to be aware of, you are already lost in seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling. Start with yourself, your body. Don't analyze others. For God's sake, don't analyze others. Do not look at others. What other people feel, do not feel is not your problem. Whether they are poverty or prosper, they are poor people or rich people, ordinary or kings, it doesn't matter. It matters that you are here and you look at yourself. What happens to you? Long before we are even conscious, sensations have started. Twist it, flip it. Long before even the eyes see, ears hear, tongue taste, nose smells, body is hungry, knowing has already started. You are already conscious. So much so, everybody loses himself there. Paranchi khani swayambhu vetrunat tasmat param pashyati na antaratman. How nicely this, our Upanishads, Vedas, there are human, friends, human, don't name it Hindu and limit it, don't name it Indian and limit it, geographically limited, time-wise limited, sect-wise limited. No, it's a human, absolute. It is about every human being. It doesn't matter black, white, green, yellow, red, small, big, it doesn't matter. What country, what citizenship, whether you are male, female, transgender, it doesn't matter. Universal. Swayambhu Vetrunat, as though the Creator has destroyed the person. With the moment the child is come, paranchi khani, sense organs which are paranchi, extrovert. Naturally, everybody shall start seeing outside. Have you not seen that? What is more exciting, friends? These different flowers here or your eyes? The clouds, the space, the landscape, the sounds of many kinds, they are so exciting. The child, let the child come. Father is there, mother is there, brother is there, sister is there, everybody is there. Put few flowers and colorful toys, where the child will go? Crawl. Now you are feel neglected, you pick him up, my baby, yes. Then there will be a competition among the other monkeys, where each monkey wants to try the baby, right? Think, friends. The child is excited by the color. He goes there. Same child when they are young, 15, 17, 18, now he or she is attracted by the opposite sex. This girl or this boy. Father discarded. Mother, chalo yaar. Brother, sister, hey, forget it, my life. My life. Why? I like it. You like it? Sensations you don't create. It happens. And you get lost in that. You are no more a son or a daughter or a husband or a wife. Nothing, friends. Think of it. Money, for the sake of money, power. Most kings are appointed kings after killing. They become kings after killing their own fathers. Religious leaders. Why this assassination? Leaders are killed, destroyed. Then only you can go up. Think. So everybody gets extroverted, naturally. Paranchika, Swayambhu Vetrunat. Tasmat param, everybody says out, out, out. To that person, if you tell him, don't lose yourself in the sight, don't lose yourself in science, this is what you see, those are sensations, the advice we get. Nobody listens. Everybody listens through the ears. Nothing registers in mind because he knows what is more exciting is the sound, taste or smell. This fellow has nothing time to talk and I have nothing else to do for 2 minutes, I will go and listen to it. But nobody follows it. Think. Why is it so? I shall read you a nice interesting thing because when I read something, if it is exciting, I don't want to say that I am speaking. Somebody has already told it. Friends, when you go to a marriage, sometimes you send a thank you note. Sometimes you write a poem or that you want to say something to somebody nicely. Why do you go for a cards? You know that those cards are there? Thank you cards, grateful cards, happy cards. You know, you send that to... Why do you go to get a card? Because you want to say so many things, but you don't know how to say. Somebody has said it so well that it resonates with your heart. That what I want to say, this has spoken. So I take it, send it to somebody. This is what it is. Wisdom is like that. Wisdom is not something personal, individualistic, universal. You feel something, like feeling happy is universal. With what? Not universal. Feeling happy is universal. You feel happy, I feel happy. You eat something, I don't eat that something, we are happy. What? By eating something, if you are happy with eating something, I am happy with not eating that. Happiness is universal, not what eating, not eating. You friends, take up your own equations. Same thing about sound, touch, taste, smell. Everybody doesn't like music, everybody doesn't like marriage, personal relationship, everybody doesn't like food, everybody doesn't like touch, taste, nothing. But happiness, everybody wants it. Think of it, friends. That is why, because the sensation is more exciting, you forget that if you repeat that sensation, the sense organ will die. Even at the cost of your sense organ, you enjoy the sensation. Eat, eat, eat. Body will die, your tongue will be finished. Addiction of drugs, alcohol, anything, listening to something. All the time putting the sound, you are become deaf. Your eyes looking at the computer, what is happening to the people? You don't care because that sensation takes over. Tasmat param pashyati. Therefore, everybody looks out. Nantaratman, nobody looks at himself. Even if you tell the person, hey, it's not there, it is in yourself. The person knows it is not there after some time only, because in the initial stages, the sensation is so overpowering. If somebody says, if you tell the child, don't play with the football, don't play with the ball, you are a happy man with yourself. He'll look at you and throw the ball at your face and go. 4-year-old, 40-year-old, kick you out. Do you know why? Somebody has told a beautiful way. I will slowly read it, get it, what shall I say? Drilled into your head and keep it. Think about it, friends, think about it, make it your own. Upanishads are great means nothing. If it is true for me, it is something. Teacher is great means nothing. How does it matter that gold mines are great? How much gold is in your pocket makes it difference, not how much gold is in the mine. Gold in the mine is not a mine. Are you getting that? How much is here? Pustakasthatya vidya parahastam gatam dhanam karyakale samutpanne nasa vidya nata dhanam. The knowledge which is in the book, the wealth, money that you have given here to somebody and borrowing or giving, whatever I am lending or do, whatever, it is not in your hand. it is of no use. Karya kale samutpanna, when the time rises, occasion comes, neither that knowledge is knowledge. Bring the book, bring the book. Oh my, I wish I would have given you 2 rupees, but the fellow has taken away from me. They say, yes, don't wish, it will not work for you. What is something always remains with you. That is very, very important, friends. Anyway, so please see that. I'll read it to you. Beautiful story. After the death of a jeweler, just relax and listen. His family was in grave trouble. They did not have enough money even for food. One day, his wife gave her son a sapphire necklace and said, "Son, take this to your uncle's shop, ask him to sell it and give us some money." The son took that necklace and reached his uncle's shop. His uncle looked at the necklace thoroughly and said, "Son, tell your mother that the market is very slow right now. If she sells it after some time, she will get a good price." He gave him some money and further said, "Come and sit with me at the shop from tomorrow." Because the brother's son, "Come and sit with me tomorrow." So the next day onwards, the boy started going to the shop every day. And there he started learning how to test diamonds and gems. Soon he became a well-known connoisseur of diamonds. People started coming from far and wide to get their diamonds tested. One day his uncle said, "Son, bring the necklace from your mother now. Tell her that the market is good now. You will get a good price." Taking the necklace from his mother, the young man tested it himself. Because now that he knows, can he wait? You would have been stupid. How come I did not look at my own necklace? So the moment the mummy gave it to him, taking the necklace from the mother, the young man, curious, he started testing it himself and found that it was a fake. He began to wonder that his uncle was such a great connoisseur. Why didn't he inform them? That is the mind, everybody's mind. Next begins, friends. Leaving the necklace at home, he returned to the shop. Uncle said, "Didn't you bring the necklace?" He said, "Uncle, it's artificial. But why did you hide this from me?" This is how every human being should behave. It is so human. I was destroyed inside. I thought I must. Don't say Upanishad means only Sanskrit. In any language, every language. Any language, your mother tongue, even in your sign language, wisdom is there. Wisdom defies every language. For God's sake, your knowing is not a language to be spoken. It's nothing to be heard, seen, touched, tasted, smelt. It's already there. You better watch out. The uncle asked, Didn't you bring the necklace? He said, "Uncle, it's artificial. But why did you hide this from me?" Then his uncle said, "Remember this for life." Then his uncle said, "If I had told you it was fake when you had first brought the necklace to me, you would have thought that I was only doing it because you were in a difficult situation. Because in your mind, you have the sapphire, genuine $1 million sapphire. And I would have told it is fake. What will you believe? Ask yourself, will you believe? Apna kuta ser, your dog is the lion. What you think that there is nobody better than you. Look at yourself, friends. If a thought has gone into your head, it's just like printed words are information, you think is authentic. All the fake news also is authentic. Every fake thing, if you own it, it is absolutely precious. If other people, imitation jewelry. The idea that you have, very authentic, everybody else is wrong. Listen carefully. Amazing. You would have thought, because you are in difficulty, I am trying to hoodwink you, it is useless. Today, when you yourself have the knowledge, you know for sure that the necklace really is fake. At that time, it was more important for me to take care of the relations than to speak the truth. This is wisdom absolute. When a wise man says, don't worry, this is all right. If I tell it is wrong, will you stay here? The God you believe in, the practices you believe in, the twisting things that you believe in, the little money that you have you believe in, the little security that you hold on to so dearly, and you think that is the ultimate, that is the absolute. What shall I say? This fool doesn't know anything. It was more important for me to take care of the relations than to speak the truth. If I speak the truth, you never have believed it. Even if I am your uncle, even if he is your guru, you will not. That is why people kill everybody, including gods. The truth is, listen, the truth is that without knowledge, the truth is that without the knowledge, everything we think, see and know in this world is wrong. When this knowledge is okay, this storyteller must not be knowing what knowledge is talking about. He then thought knowledge about the thing as the thing, gold as the gold. No, here the knowledge we can take in self-knowledge, absolute knowledge. The knowledge about yourself, who you are, that is the only absolute knowledge. Rest of the thing is useless. In certain traditions, gold is respected, certain traditions, gold is not. In some traditions, maybe a particular food is very highly prized, other tradition it is not. Certain clothes are very precious, certain clothes are not. Certain customs are wonderful, certain customs are not. These are all relative things. In the absolute identity, who you are, uncompromisingly non-negotiable. Your roles can be small and big. That is why people kill each other. What do you think of me? Oh, I see. I think of, what do I think of? If I really tell you what I think of you, you shall disappear. You will never respect me, you will never be around me. Why? Who wants to see the ugly side of himself? Because your falsehood you have accepted as the truth. Your role you have taken it as the absolute. Naturally you shall be so fragile, every time you shall be destroyed. If somebody speaks the truth, he will be destroyed. Speak the truth, you will hurt everybody in this universe. All that you are holding on to, I say you are not. Sarva upadhi vinirmukta sarva avastha vivarjita. Like mother's name. Is free from all the upadhis, all the roles, every conditions. Go to the world where people take pride in belonging to one avastha. I am sleeping, I am dreaming, I am doing this, I am playing. Or upadhi, sarva upadhi vinirmukta. I say you are free from all the upadhis. Your king's role is a upadhi. Your poverty is a upadhi. Oh, your poverty is very sarcastic. You are not respecting the poor man. Your kingship is a upadhi. You are again sarcastic. You would completely neglect all the kings and everything. That is because you are a beggar on the road. You don't have an address. You are tree number 22. You are a renunciate. Or you are an indulgent. You can destroy. Think, friends. The truth is that without knowledge, everything we think, see and know in the world is wrong. When he talks about the knowledge, he is not necessarily talking about the absolute knowledge. It's a general principle. And without the knowledge, when you yourself are wrong because you don't know who you are, thus your identity, the I itself is wrong. When you say I, it has got bahushakha, anantascha, buddhayo abhyavasayinam. Million branches, endless identities. Abhyavasayi, vyavasayatmika buddhi, ekeha kurunandana. Vyavasayatmika buddhi means nischayatmika buddhi. who you are, only one without a second, and that is what everybody is. You are no way superior and inferior. Abhyavasayatmika buddhi bahushakha, anantasya, thousands and millions of different roles. So people demand to be respected for whatever their belief is, and in wisdom, everything is accepted. When in the wise man's world, everything has an acceptance, in the ignorance man's world, wisdom has no place. With the moment you give a place to wisdom, you must completely give up your dependence on the roles of every kind. Do you have that audacity? Do you have that strength? I'm a rich man. No, that I can give up everything, but I'm a high caste, how can I give up? I can give up everything, that I'm a son of a gun, how can I give up? I can give up everything, but that I'm a holy man, how can I give up? Your holiness is more important than the absolute? Your being a mafia don is more important than being absolute? Your being an invader, aggressor, conqueror is more important than you being the all-pervasive? Nothing. That is why, friends, for this knowledge, there is no such thing which you cannot give up, cannot compromise. You are holding on to something small. What you see, what you hear, what you taste, you touch, you smell. I say no. First you be the knower, the knowing principle. What you see, hear, taste, touch was not, will not be. You knew, you know, you shall know. Knowing principle shall never ever go away. Aham asmi sada bhami. I am there all times, all places, in all conditions. It will never go. The truth that is, without knowledge, everything we think, we see, we know in this world is wrong. And, listen friends, and because of this, since we don't know ourselves, whatever we have idea about ourselves is wrong, because of that, our relationship becomes a victim of misunderstandings, which then leads to rifts, and our life starts falling apart. You cannot tell it better. Translated in Sanskrit, it will be Upanishad. Take this line. And because of this, what is this because? Because of the wrong identity, not knowing who you are. And how many things you have? Oh, meaning infinity. How many false identities? You understand? Do you really understand? Who will understand? Because you think whatever you hold on to, that is the truth. Swamiji, I say, Swamiji, whatever you are holding on to, don't you think you are the truth? I am not holding on to anything. I am I. You have to hold on to a role. You have to be yourself. You can't hold on to yourself. There is no holding the truth. The holder and the held are one and the same. You meditate on anything, you shall be destroyed and disturbed. Your object of meditation shall disappear. Your concentration will disappear. Your interest in the object will disappear. Your meditation is fake. It will die. Already dead even before it begins. But who I am, dhyatru dhyana dheya rupa dharma dharma vivarjita. I am the dhyanam dhyatru dheya. Everything is me, one and the same. I am the only one. All of you. I don't hold on to something. But you are holding on to something. So when I say you have to give it up, I am your enemy number one. Why? Because you think I am trying to rob you of your greatness. Hold on to it and see what happens, friends. He is just out of the universe. Think it, friends. And because of this one false identity, see in your family what happens. Mother says something, brother says something, father says something, son says something. What happens in a family? You think Putin is fighting a world war? Hitler was doing it? Every fellow is a Hitler inside. Every person, inside you there is a world war going on. World war. Do you know why? In your personal world, there are hundreds of beliefs. You are young, you have a different type of belief. You identify with your young body, you have a different. Eat whatever you like. The same body when you become old, you should not eat whatever you like. Where was this wisdom when you are 15-year-old? 15-year-old is all things. Oh, fantastic, eat anything. Eat, drink and be merry. Or like that, what is that tradition that hedonists, charvakas, yavat jivet sukham jivet, runam krutva ghrutam pivet, bhasmi bodhasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. As long as you live happily. Are yeppadi, kaisa, how? I don't have anything. Runam krutva ghrutam pivet. Beg, borrow, steal the money, drink ghee. They didn't know it was cholesterol. Or it is fine, happiness, whatever. Drink, beg, borrow. Don't worry about it. Why? Bhasmi bhudasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. When the body goes into cremation ground, have you seen anybody returning from the cremation ground? So before it is burnt, make the hay when the sun shines. As long as your body is there, so borrow and drink. Who shall lend? Nobody says. So steal. Thief from everybody. Steal from everybody. That is how people become corrupt. Who? Everybody. One who has, if he is corrupt, one who doesn't have, yet to be corrupt. Other than difference. Whoever is smarter. And once it was not yours, now it is yours. And so much of a resistance to give it up. Ayyo, why? It has come now. I have made that 20 acres land in my name. How can I give it to somebody? When you die, 6 feet by 2 feet, rest, your sons, daughters, brothers, everybody will claim you to be brother, sister. Even one fellow will come up and I am his son, he never told to anybody. Think of it. Yours. Even to say it is not yours, I shall hurt your ego like anything. This body is not yours. That you can take it perhaps. This land is not yours. Oh, land is not mine. Think, friends. Let it get into the system. And because of that, our relationships become victim of misunderstanding. How many misunderstandings? Which then lead to rifts. What is the misunderstanding? You consider yourself rich because you have got the money. I said this will not last. Oh, you are beautiful, and you want to be respected for your beauty, accepted for your beauty, eulogized for your beauty, for your handsomeness, for your youth. Hare, that's not yours. That is the beauty of the body. And the body, shall I use that word? That bloody body is fragile. And the body cannot say bloody because body is beautiful. Body has no sense of being young or old. But if somebody told you, your nose is like that, you will kill him. You shall not see him for the rest of your life. What positions you are holding? Managing director. What is MD? There is nothing. Madness defined. You don't like it. If you know your positions are fragile, let the whole world laugh at it, you will laugh with them. Let the whole world respect it. Thank you, these fools don't know anything, one day it will go. You are supremely fantastic. Are you the only one? Everybody can do that. Think, friends. So here, what is a son? The truth is that without knowledge, everything we think, we see, we know in the world is wrong. This knowledge of yourself, go into that. You look at the world through your religious beliefs, religious disbeliefs, secular beliefs, conclusions of many kinds. Everywhere, in every society, there are differences are there. You hold on to something, you think that is the truth. So there is a fighting in the society, among the brothers, family, friends, countries, continents, believers, non-believers, even the same religion, this caste, this thing, that thing, my worship is better, different from your worship, that worship. How many? Have you seen one knowledge that brings everybody together? One selfish interest brings everybody together. Knowledge doesn't bring you together, friends. No religion brings you together. That religion which helps us, our own personal interest, Such a group of people, when they gain something out of it, and they shall come together. Right? Always God said, somebody sent a nice article, one day there are two religious people standing, two different faiths. So God said, God is always shutting down somewhere and telling something, God said to one fellow, you shall never drink. To one he said, you shall drink, but you must be a celibate. To other one turned, he said, you don't have to drink, but you can have any number of wives or husbands. Same God telling no? The same God. Both religions tell no. Don't drink, but be a celibate. To other fellow he turned and said, drink, but you shall not get married to what? Not a man or woman. You should have total renunciate life. Celibate does not mean a girl or a boy married, sir. You are getting married to your money, your power, your position, your wealth. Like a divorce case. You find it difficult to remain away from your man and woman. You find it difficult to remain away from your wealth, your position, your beliefs, your system. Understand, friends? Painful. So, people worship God or the convenient lifestyle that faith provides. And the most convenient lifestyle that the faith can provide is, you are the happiness absolute, not because Shastra says so, not because Guru says so, because you are it, they reveal it. And after that, how do you live? You choose. Because what is good for me may not be good for you. Dharma, dharma vivarjita. What is right for you may not be right for me. You in sitting down in the coastal districts of India, on the Ganga, river Ganga, this and that, you can say people be a vegetarian. You don't tell that nonsense to the African person who is living inside the jungle, Amazon forest, or more so in the Eskimo region, Greenland, Alaska. You tell them, be a vegetarian, go there and live and be a vegetarian and talk to them. Let us see. Will you eat ice? Kill the animal and drink the blood. Eat the flesh. Cover your body with their skin. They will never understand the truth. Why? Because they are non-vegetarians. Who is talking these platitudes and nonsense? The person who is sitting down in the rural belt, in the river valley civilization. No, friends. Anything that you hold on, our relationship becomes a victim of misunderstandings. Because your standpoint is different from the other person's standpoints. For most people, religion is a standpoint. For most people, the secular tradition is a standpoint. From which standpoint you are looking? Truth is not a standpoint. Who you are is not a standpoint. Your roles are standpoints. You as a child will have given special privilege. You as an old man, 70, 80, 90 also will be given a special privilege. In between, no, stand on the line and go. So you pretend to be child, going through. You pretend to be old, go through. Why do you do that? When people want special privilege, how many lies they say? False declaration, I am this caste or that caste. False certificate. Only the poor people will get the buildings from the government. You have 20 acres of land, 30 acres of land, but you prove yourself poor because you are a powerful man and you get the building, and the person is really poor, doesn't get anything, no gas, no. Shall I tell, sir? As they say, the whole blanket is full of hair. If you remove one hair, where is the blanket? Don't look at other people, look at yourself. That is the worst thing that we do. My things, my dirt is beautiful. Other people's dirt is ugly. My anger is my love is oh God. My affection, my addiction, my obsession is super. But their obsession, stupid people. You can do that, friends. But ultimately you suffer. Nobody else will suffer. Think. So, and because of this, our relations become a victim of misunderstanding, which then lead to rifts and our life starts falling apart. Look at yourself, how much rift you have. Are you a person can move with everybody and anybody? Jale jalam taile tailam? No. Wherever you go, rift follows. Wherever you go, life starts falling apart. Around you nothing stands because you are an unstable center. Nobody shall stay with you. Nobody shall be with you. Nobody shall talk to you. If somebody are tolerating you and talking to you, you think no end of yourself. You never believe that you are tolerated. You will never understand that you are loved, you are accepted. That is why wisdom, wise man's. Wisdom is absolute happiness. But because he is conscious and very, very conscious and sensitive, his suffering shall be infinity. Why? Because people don't understand. But lucky the person has the absolute knowledge which can completely counteract every nonsense, every type of dissipation, every type of disappointment. Why? Because anyway the fool doesn't know it. That is the beauty of this. This little story is completely matched with the subject matter that I given today. I couldn't believe it. Why I looked at this story? You can't believe it. It is there in me for last few years. Today just looking at it, suddenly this story, I didn't ask for it, suddenly it came up. Then I looked at it, boom, boom, it got connected. Wow. So as I told Babu, run, get it my printout because I can't speak it as exactly as is written. You want to send a card, what you want to say it is written there, so send that card. Why take the credit? I am telling. No, I am not telling. Even the Upanishads, did I write? I understand myself who I am. And true to that, whatever is written, grab it. Upanishads, yes. Shankara, yes. Shankaranarayan, yes. Rama, yes. Ramachandran, yes. Whoever, whatever. Which reflects the truth. It contains it. It is not that I tell something, I told. So pass it on your name. You will not be wise. You will be always otherwise. Don't worry. Shining the reflected glory, when the sun fades, your dullness, brightness goes away. You are back into darkness. Don't worry about it. That is why to such people, you should not be even with there is another Sanskrit verse. Again I wrote it down because again it came today. I couldn't believe it. Durjaneja samam sangam, durjanena samam sakhyam, bairam chapina karayat. The person who is a durjana means very like a durjana means a bad man, call it a cruel person, like a criminal, heartless fellow. With them neither have sakhyam, friendship, nor vairam, enmity. Both you should don't have to have. Why? Ushmo dahati angara. Ushmo dahati, the fire burns. The udana is like a wood fire. As a fire, you touch it, it burns you. When the sitam krishnayate karam, when the fire goes away, that charcoal makes your hand dark. It burns you, blackens you, never supports you. As though for some time. Ignorance is like that. Tortures you. You be friendship with a person who is ignorant, maintaining a relationship, rumba custom. That is why, as long as the level of confusion is same, birds of same feather flock together. Fantastic. Level of confidence must be, level of understanding must be same, or misunderstanding must be same. Level of confusion must be same. They for some time they shall stay together. After some time they have to stay together, or else life will be impossible. But suppose it is impossible to function, divorce. You have to go. You have to go. That is why most people mentally divorced, but physically stay together. What to do? Same house, you can't have build houses, many houses. Same house, same place, same fan to be shared, same bed to be shared, same car to be shared, same dog to be shared, same nonsense to be shared. What to do? That is how people suffer. Sir, ask yourself, are you a happy man moving in this universe? Think of it. And that happiness is already waiting for you. Enlightenment, awareness already waiting for us, friends, to be introduced properly. So the last line you say, see that's the invisible, and because of this, when you take the falsehood to be the truth, every relationship will break, everything will break. The invisible thread by which relationships are tied is nourished by love and trust. With what? Love and trust. This is idealistic, nourished by love and trust. So, love the fellow even if he is a rascal. That you can do, but it doesn't last for a long time. When love and trust means, love yourself, you shall love everybody. Help the other person to love himself. He shall come to you loving you. Your responsibility is to turn it round. You love myself, you love me, fine. But when you are loving myself, you love me because I take you back to yourself. Therefore, start loving yourself. But the ignorant man in the beginning will resist because I am the only love, I am the only person to be loved by you, Because love means only one. Love means only one. Absolute consciousness, all pervasiveness. Not one means this flower only. You can love everything. Love the oneness, then you shall love infinity. Krishna was one, but when the Rasa Leela, what is happening? 16,000 gopis, 16,000 Krishna. Each one has his complete. People will not understand, hey, Krishna is bad boy, right? Very beautiful. Choice is yours. Oneness. Love yourself. And that is the trust. You have confidence in yourself. As long as you are shifting your confidence, very confident. Where from your confidence? Ask yourself question. Where from your confidence comes? From my money. You will die, don't worry. It will be fragile. Confidence, youth, you will go. Confidence, my father-in-law, very rich. My brother is like this. My sister is like this. Shut up. You are moving on a fragile ground. You shall be pulverized, destroyed. Where is your confidence coming from? From my scripture. Somebody proves the scripture wrong, you are killed. My belief, you will be destroyed. My God, somebody challenges it, you are finished. But if you see, my confidence comes from me, and what is that me? Not my roles, but me as I am. Truth absolute, same as everybody else. Then, when a person, if you really want to love somebody, first love yourself. Then help the other person to discover the love in himself. You don't need the person to be happy. He or she doesn't need you to be happy. You are happy with yourself. That person is happy with herself or himself. Together you stay. Why? Comfortable, convenient. Where shall you find such relationships? Even if somebody wants to instill that relationship in you, you will not like it because you think he is trying to be smart. So tomorrow he can love somebody else and do something else. How will you ever understand the language of wisdom? Be wise. Understand, friends. That is why they call it as the path of the bird. Vihangama marga. The path of the bird. The birds fly, move from place to place, leaving behind no footprint. You can't follow that path. The path of wisdom cannot be followed because it's not a path. It's a pathless land where in and through everybody is the same. That is why, please, anyway. So, don't leave sometimes, he said, don't leave someone's side at the slightest strain in relationship. Just because there is a little misunderstanding, don't give up. You will be losing the infinity. It takes a lifetime to make a people your own. Understand? Until the person comes to his own, he shall never make anybody to come to their own. Because as long as somebody says, money makes me happy, I will not tell him that the money creates trouble. Because let him make, because I am going to get it. Arey bhai, give him some rest so that he can rest. So much money he has earned, he is tired, leave him some life. No, let him go on earning. so that we are getting it, right? The old cow, go on milking. Why people are very respectful for the parents who are successful and professionals, until the last one, go to court, until the keep this doing this job, until they look at it. Why? Our father is a great person. Why? He works for us. Whom are you working for? Are you working for the father? Get lost. Because you love the money of the father. When the father is dead, money is there, so father is not missed. ATM card he has left behind. Same thing for the mother, same thing for husband, same thing for wife. Guru Shishya, what nonsense. Your security comes from the huge mutt. Monasteries, schools, colleges, universities. Can you walk away from it in a second's notice? Why should you walk away? Are you intolerant of leaving this body? Any moment, any time, I can leave this body. I can't leave the immortality. That is the wisdom, friends. And that, lucky. We begin with that. Knowing begins long before seeing started. First you are conscious, then you see, you hear, you touch, you taste, you smell, you start gathering wealth. So much so you forget this. Then when you become 10, 20, 30, 40-year-old, you feel suffocated by your memories. My father, my mother, my brother, she told like that, he told like that, he did, she did. Oh, Swamiji, I can't sleep now, I cannot sleep. The thoughts I want to... Same thoughts to gather which you are killing yourself, now the same thought killing you. What do you want? I get out of these things. Oh, what will happen? Go back to that which were there before you started collecting your thoughts and memories. Yatha agata, tatha agata. As you came, that is you have to go back. That is why this Buddha's name, tatha, the Sanskrit word, is not that therefore Buddhism, Buddhist. These fighting in the name of religions are absolutely useless. The whole religion, the entire tradition, this wisdom moves around, centers around you. There is no truth which doesn't include everybody. It has to be all-inclusive. Truth cannot be this truth, Indian truth, American truth, this religion truth, that religion truth. Truth has no religion, truth has no citizenship, truth has no country, continents, no time-wise, space-wise, idea-wise limitation. Truth is truth, one absolute, all-pervasive. Everything is inseparable part of it, inalienable part of it. Something uncompromisingly non-negotiable. You are it, everybody is it. Be that, friends. That is how life begins, beginningless. I can't say that is how life ends. Body ends. You continue as you were. Close your eyes. Thank you, friends. Look at it. Go back. Listen to it again and again and again. Think of it, friends. A teacher is one who facilitates that understanding. Just facilitation. Are you ready to understand and then lose hold on all that you are holding on? And once you are aware of yourself, you don't have to lose anything. Everything is there, untouchable. Doesn't touch you. Space is always there. Clouds come. Clouds go. Space is not affected. Cloud is not affected. Creation celebrates itself. I, individuality comes. Afraid of the cloud, never enjoys the space. That I is another cloud, fragile cloud. The space of consciousness, Chidakasa, Chidambara. The Nataraja is dancing. Dance away in life. Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya Tandava. Dance of creation, dance of sustenance, dance of dissolution. But all three are one and the same. We all are part of, inseparable part of the dance. The dancer and the dance, one and the same. Thank you, friends, thank you. And there will be no class for next 10-15 days, okay? Enjoy yourselves.